Hello and welcome to episode 9 of our Steins Gate Zero read-through. If you're new here, the playlist for the entire thing is up there. Otherwise, welcome back. Last episode, we met Mayuri's adopted daughter. She looks a lot like Krisu, doesn't she? I wonder if there's any relation, or it could just be a coincidence. Also, Chad Daru. He got a lot more focused once he got laid. Or maybe it was World War III. Either way, he seems to have become a diamond under the pressure. Suzuha, on the other hand, she needs some therapy. She clearly is dealing with some PTSD. And I don't blame her. She has been through a lot. But I think the therapy she is going for is just to make a world where she was never traumatized in the first place.
Ashita-san, where's the vacuum?
Suzuha snapped back to reality. Yuki was getting close to the development room she was hiding in. It's right behind the crap!
Behind the curtain?
I'll get it. Ataru motioned for her to stop, and then quickly slid into the room. As he reached down to pick up the vacuum off the floor, his gaze locked with Suzuha's as she hid under the desk.
Make sure she doesn't find out, Dad.
Okie dokie!
Did you find the vacuum?
Yeah! Evidently, Yuki was trying to be nice by cleaning up, and accidentally discovered his porn stash. The place was pretty messy right now. Knowing Yuki's personality, Suzuha could imagine she'd want to clean it up. Ataru grabbed what looked like a vacuum cleaner off the floor and left the development room.
What is that thing?
Future gadget number 5. If you take it apart, you can use it as a normal vacuum.
A vacuum's supposed to clean. If you take it apart, won't that just make more of a mess? You're so smart, Ashita-san, but sometimes you can be so silly.
Smart people are the
Yeah,
ones...
she's flirting.
Yeah. You think so?
But I like people like that.
I think she's gotten the clue bad out. What did you say? Ataru started to panic again, and Suzuha sighed. Daru.exe has stopped responding.
But I think you really do need to reconsider the way you live. You should clean every day if you can. This place gets really dusty. Yeah,
I probably need to vacuum.
I'm not doing that every day. And that's not all. There's also what you eat. You had instant ramen again today, didn't you?
How did you know?
There was a half-eaten cup of ramen in the kitchen.
I refuse to believe that Daru leaves anything
Well,
half-eaten.
Suzuha did say he ate 3 of them. Maybe he got full.
I see.
Look at all these snacks. I tell you all the time that you eat too much.
Yeah, also, this is kind of Japanese flirting because if she didn't care, she wouldn't have bothered saying anything about any of this.
This is very wife stuff.
I do try to watch it, you know.
Trying isn't good enough. If you keep eating nothing but cup noodles and snacks, you're going to get sick, okay? Also, you need to exercise a little.
You know, Suzuha is basically just trying to do the exact same thing her mother
Raised by the same woman.
Amane Yuki was saying the exact same thing that Suzuha had just said. Perhaps they really were mother and child. Suzuha was just beginning to feel a little homesick when she sensed another visitor approaching. The door to the lab opened, and a greeting she had heard many times before resounded throughout the room.
Sorry, Yuki-san. I'm a little late.
It was Mayuri coming to see Yuki, but there was another presence there too.
Hi there, Mayuri-chan. I see Okabe-san's with you.
Oh, Okabe, it's been forever, man.
Dude, you need to eat, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it has. When she heard his voice, Suzuha ground her teeth a little.
Interesting.
What did you say?
Didn't you hear me? I said it was interesting.
You're not going to tell me you want to go, are you?
I'd love to.
I shouldn't have told you. I was standing in the middle of Ikebukuro with a smartphone in one hand, staring up at the sky. I'd been trying to talk to the Amadeus Kurisu as much as possible lately, making up for lost time. Sometimes I would contact her, and sometimes Kurisu would contact me. It didn't feel any different than having a friend who lived in the real world. Talking on a smartphone in a crowded place like this was a little embarrassing, but I told myself that compared to the things I used to do, it was nothing. He's got a point there. Him going off as Hoyin.
Self-awareness?
I'd chosen harmless topics for our discussion, but it still reminded me so much of talking to the old Kurisu that I sometimes forgot myself. I'd done that just now, when I accidentally told her about the lab. She had seized on it. Well, Kurisu is still Kurisu.
So this lab you were talking about, did the original me ever go there?
Yeah, no.
Well, that tells me nothing. Which is it?
Never. Kurisu had been part of the lab in the Alpha World line. I was just thinking, didn't she go? But yeah, that's the Alpha World line, not this one. In this world line, she died before ever becoming a lab mem. Of course, she'd never even known where it was. You seem to have the wrong idea, so let me straighten you out. We call it a lab, but it's not. It's just a group of people messing around. And Suzuha was living there right now, and Daru spent a lot of time there too. If they found out about Kurisu, things could get complicated.
I'd prefer it if you would finish your sentences.
It's nothing.
Either way, I want to see more of the outside world. All the times I've talked to Senpai and the professor has been inside the lab.
That's why I'm out here early on a Sunday morning, taking you around Ikebukuro. 10 a.m. Even at this hour, the area in front of Ikebukuro Station was crowded. It was going to get even more crowded as it got closer to noon. I was willing to take you to Maiden's Road, if I had to.
What's that?
There's a whole world there you know nothing about.
Wait, I just looked it up.
Are you really interested?
What? Of course not! Anyway, Take me to this lab of yours today. Now that you've told me about it, you need to take responsibility. Got it?
And then she hung up. It was like I was her own personal taxi service. You kinda are. You're the only one who will talk to her outside of the lab. Kurisu couldn't move around on her own, so there was no getting around that, but... She's so selfish. She didn't seem to think very highly of me. At this rate, she might start treating me worse than a servant. The real Kurisu was one thing. Or no, maybe it wasn't. But being treated that way by the artificial Kurisu was incredibly humiliating. Wouldn't it be a humiliation for all of humanity? Maybe I should do something about this, as I mumbled to myself.
Oh, Korean?
Mayuri called out to me. She was carrying a lot of bags. Okay, I was gonna say, if he was there with Mayuri, wouldn't she notice him talking to Kurisu? But if they just ran into each other, then she wouldn't have noticed. And I think Mayuri has a 3 mouth there too.
Yeah.
It was probably materials for one of her costumes.
Hey, were you just talking to someone?
That was, a friend from my class at college.
I see. So, are you going to meet them today too?
No, I don't have any plans for today. Are you going to work, Mayuri?
Nope. I'm meeting Yuki-san at the lab.
The lab. Was this good timing or bad timing?
I know. Why don't you come with me? It's been so long. And you'll get to eat Yuki-san's home cooking. And Mayushi's gonna try hard to make something too. How about it?
In the end, I went with her. You look really happy.
Yep, I am happy.
Mayuri had been smiling the whole time. But I was the opposite. The minute I got there, I was so nervous, I felt like I was about to throw up. I didn't really want to see Suzuha. Huh? Are you okay, Okabe? Yeah. The door to the Brontube workshop on the first floor opened and out came the building's owner, Tanuji Yugo.
Tanuji-san! Do-do-do.
Hey there.
Wow! Are you cold in just a t-shirt?
That is true. This is December. And he's
Absolutely not. Look at that meat.
Yeah.
That man's never felt cold in his life.
I'm pretty tough.
This dude's one of those guys who walks around in snow and shorts.
Yeah. So, a Canadian. When I'd been living in the lab, I'd given him the nickname Mr. Braun. It had been a long time since I'd seen him. Okabe, from the looks of it, you're actually making something of yourself in college. Thanks. Come to think of it, how are we handling rent? I asked Mayuri instead of him. I used to give it directly to Hashida deposits the money when it's due. Don't worry. I see. Yeah. This man. Was he a rounder in this world line too? Well, if he was, he probably had Suzuha tell him to rent this place out to us. So he's still giving us a deal. There was no way I could ask him.
How did things go with Kurisu after that?
No problems.
I see. Anything you could tell me, no matter how small, would be a help.
That she's interested in Otome Road, maybe?
What's that?
A place where a whole world you know nothing about exists.
Wait, I'll look it up.
Bad idea. That darkness is very deep. If there's anything that seems off, I'll let you know.
Would you? I know it's a lot of trouble.
There was no way I could ask him. I couldn't help but be wary of him. Yep, fair, like, honestly, I don't trust him either right now. That's why I'd started to put some distance between us. If nothing else, I avoided trying to interact with him. Bye now. Don't cause too much trouble. Tenoji saw that I'd gone silent and went back inside, and I almost had Tenoji say, "Try not to cause any trouble, eh?" Mayuri looked over at me with a worried expression.
You okay? Sure you don't want to go home?
Let's go. Tenoji didn't matter. What mattered was, why was I here? Did I feel like something needed to change? Or did I really want to show Kurisu the lab? I went up the stairs, still unsure of the answer. Mayuri went in first.
Sorry, Yuki-san. I'm a little late.
Hey there, Mayuri-chan.
I peeked inside the room. Daro and Yuki were there. Their eyes went wide when they saw me.
I see Okabe-san's with you.
Oh, Ocarine! It's been forever, man! Oh, yeah, it has. I quickly scanned the room. There was no sign of Suzuha. Part of me was a little relieved. Can I come in? It's your own lab, dude. Don't ask that. That's true, I guess. I don't think I can call Kurisu right now. I followed Mayuri to the lab and tried to relax my legs by sitting on the couch. But I didn't feel relaxed at all. I felt like my skin was crawling. I glanced over at Yuki.
No hat, Mayuri?
Yep.
Cursed.
That outfit's so cute, Yuki-san.
I wore it because I wanted to hear you say that.
Did you want to hear her say that or Daru to say that?
That's so nice. Mayushi wants to wear it too.
Want to switch outfits later?
Would I be the right size?
Yeah, Yuki's like a bit taller than Mayuri, so...
I'm looking at chest width, but they're not both facing us, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I know in like before they've said Mayuri is stacked, so, and Yuki is stacked, so...
I'm not. I wasn't talking about their boobs, I was talking about their rib cages.
Oh.
Their shoulders.
Yeah, well, most of the time...
Things that actually inform the size of your clothing.
A lot of time in anime, when characters ask, will the clothes fit? That is specifically what they're talking about. I'd heard about Yuki's future from Suzuha too. I still couldn't believe someone this pretty was going to marry Daru. What the?
I figured you would have reached the lab by now. God, you're fucking annoying.
Ugh. I ran into the development room in the back, clutching my smartphone.
You've got a lot of free time, don't you?
Well, yeah, she's an AI. All she's got is to read Tuchan and cycle endlessly in or do while loop.
Why are you lowering your voice? Do you not want your friends to know about me? No, you'd be pretty fucking hard to explain.
And he was specifically asked to keep this under wraps.
Of course not.
I hadn't even checked with Maho and Dr. Liskinen to see if it was okay to tell other people about Amadeus.
Well, that's fine. I can figure out what's going on.
Krisu lowered her voice as well.
Just give me a little look around the room. All you have to do is hold the camera up.
Shish. I sighed and held the smartphone up to my chest. I spun around once, like I was taking a video with my camera.
Filthy.
That's your first impression?
Sorry, I'll try that again. It's full of junk.
Fair. That wasn't much better. Well, it was true.
I know labs are never clean, but this is especially bad. It's about as bad as Maho Senpai's hotel room.
Is it okay to share their private information like that?
You should tell her to clean a room too.
Yeah, but if he did, he'll just get a pot calling the kettle black response. She'd bite my head off if I did that.
But still.
Kurisu paused and smiled.
I kind of always wanted to have a shared room like this. It must be pretty nice if there are all these people here.
Kurisu. Yeah, Kurisu. In the Alpha World line, you said the same thing. You really...
Uncle, who are you talking to?
I suddenly heard a girl's voice from under the desk and was so surprised I screamed. Like, how did you not see her? It's not like it's that...
Because he was staring at his damn phone.
Fair, yeah. Probably just walked right up to the desk, like it's in the middle of the room, and then did the 360 and couldn't see down. Who's there?
Shh, be quiet.
Is that you, Suzuha?
Shh.
Was she hiding? But why? Daru, Mayuri, and Yuki heard me scream and ran over to see what the problem was. Well, there goes the cover.
Oh, Green, what's wrong?
Huh? Is that Suzuha-san? Oh.
Suzuha looked upset. It was only then I realized who she was hiding from.
And now, for our next story, Tomozawa Yasukazu, a member of the Maiwa Party, held a press conference today at 10 a.m. to announce his resignation after accepting illegal donations from corporations.
Huh, so that happens there too. Someone had left the TV on, and it was playing the afternoon news. Suzuha knew no one was watching it, but she used the remote to turn the volume up anyway. she wanted to keep the girls in the shower room from hearing us. I could hear Mayuri and Yuki laughing from the shower. Things had gotten really awkward when Yuki had found Suzuha, but Mayuri quickly came up with a plan. At first, her plan was for the three of them, including Suzuha, to shower naked together, and hopefully get Yuki and Suzuha more comfortable around each other. Suzuha, however, did not want to see her mom naked. But Suzuha said that the shower room was too small for 3 people and refused.
Well, this is a problem.
Suzuha was staring up at the ceiling. It's not your fault, Suzuha. It's Okarin's. Well, doing really well under the bus over here. It's your fault for not telling me about her earlier. There wasn't time. Fair. And anyway, you were mumbling into your smartphone back there. What were you doing? I was, well...
You were talking to somebody, weren't you?
I got this new app and I was trying it out. Technically true. Oh, a girl game one? So, you've gotten into those, huh? I could give you my list of recommended apps later then. Thanks. I guess I managed to fool them about Amadeus.
In any event, it was my screw up. Sorry for scaring you.
Why do you need to hide from her anyway? You've already told her you're Daru's sister. Hiding just makes you look more suspicious. Suzuha had tried to avoid Yuki to begin with. Just meeting her father was enough to potentially cause a time paradox, she said. And that chance went up even more if she met her mother. But Yuki had found her before long, and Suzuha had been forced to say she was Daru's little sister. Yuki believed it, so why make things any more complicated?
Sure, but Mom wants to be friends with me more than I thought she would. If I talk to her too much, I might slip up.
If you see someone who's just like you, you either hate them or take an interest in them, I bet. And Amane Yuki was the latter.
It'd be much easier if she hated me.
You could just tell her, or maybe not. Right now, only a few people knew that Suzuha was a time traveler. Me, Daru, Mayuri, and Faris. That was all. Wait, do we have to explain anything at all?
Huh?
Amane isn't really the type to pry. You should know that, right, Suzuha?
You're right. She wasn't like that in the future.
Then, what's the problem? When the time comes, I'll explain it to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll leave it to you.
Suzuha nodded. So, from now on, you can stop trying to avoid Amane.
I don't know if I can do that without screwing up.
It'll be fine. I don't know if you're one to talk, though. Look at how awkward you were with her. I'm not the problem here. And then the conversation came to a halt, which meant we started thinking about the voices coming from the shower room. And so, Daru opened his mouth. Perhaps he couldn't take it anymore. Can I go watch Nico live streaming? There's a Blood Tomb stream on now.
You're going to do it even if I tell you no, right?
Yep.
Then go ahead.
Suzuha sighed, and Daru sat in front of the PC and put his headphones on.
What is it, Uncle?
I was just thinking about how well you got along with your dad.
Really?
Yeah. Daru was like this in the future, wasn't he?
He was thinner and cooler.
Yeah, Chad Daru, I said a while ago. I can't even imagine. And the conversation died again. There was a ton of things I needed to talk to Suzuha about. But that was why I couldn't say a word. Maybe it was the same for her. Since there was nothing else to do, Suzuha and I turned back to the TV. The news was still on.
The opening event for the French fashion brand, Le Paradis, was held in Ginza this morning.
As the newscaster spoke, I could see over 100 women lined up in front of a store.
It's so peaceful, isn't it? By the time I was old enough to remember anything, this was all gone.
On the TV, a girl in a pretty outfit was talking to an interviewer.
I'm jealous. They don't have to kill anyone. And nobody's going to kill them. In the world I grew up in, you had to kill without mercy. No matter if they were a man or a woman. Your life could end at any moment. That terror was with you every second of every day. The only way to forget the terror was to give yourself over to the madness and become one of the killers.
And this is why soldiers have a lot of PTSD. That was war. That was Suzuha's life. I'd been to many nightmarish world lines, but none of them were that bad.
My dad's work on the time machine got him branded a rebel.
Daru had made the time machine that brought Suzuha here. It was far more powerful than the one that existed in the Alpha World line.
I left the military to join him and his group, and the police and peacekeeping squads came after me. The battles after that were worse. There were a lot of them. I don't want to use the phrase fighting the good fight. I killed a lot of people, and lost many of my friends and comrades. One of them was my mother.
Daru was still staring at the computer screen, but I could see him twitch. He must have been listening to Suzuha while he pretended to look at the screen.
She tried to protect me from one of the army's drones, and was gunned down.
This was the first time I'd heard how Amane Yuki died. She was in the next room right now, having fun in the shower. Oh my, and that was how she was going to die?
I saw her ripped apart with my own eyes. Her warm blood splattered all over me.
Maybe the reason Suzuha didn't want to talk to her mother in 2010 was that she didn't want her asking about the future. There was no way Suzuha could tell her that.
Listen, Uncle Oakley.
At some point, Suzuha's eyes had started to overflow with tears.
This world can only go to one place. Hell. It doesn't have to be right now. There's still a little time, I think. So, just think about it again. Please. Please.
I knew it.
In my mind, I knew it. The right thing to do was to do as she asked. But
I don't want to die.
the sensation I felt when the knife slipped into her flesh and I took the life of the girl I loved, it went from my hand to my arm and then to the rest of my body, and I started shaking. My vision blurred, then almost went black. My hands went to my mouth. There was a wave of pain, like my stomach was turning inside out.
Uncle?
Are you okay, Ocarin?
Yeah, sorry. Suzuha poured me a cup of water, and I gulped it down.
Sorry. It was too early to talk about this.
No, it's nothing. I'm fine. I sank into the sofa and tried to calm down. Yeah, I do get it though, like, he doesn't think his trauma is anywhere near what Suzuha has gone through, but
Also, it's just...
trauma is not a competitive sport.
Also, it's just it's scary to admit that you're absolutely fucking up.
Yeah.
Like, admitting that you're having panic attacks and your body isn't responding to you the way it should is scary as shit.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of vulnerability to do that. And he's been taught through many a world line that he can only really depend on himself.
Yeah. And probably some culture,
Yeah, about mental
like,
health.
he's a
doesn't help.
man, he has to do it type of thing.
And just in Japan, they don't really have much mental health awareness, regardless.
I sank into the sofa and tried to calm down. I know what you want to say and how you feel, but I've gone through so many world lines. I've seen people in other world lines have their fates toyed with by the time machine. I looked straight into Suzuha's eyes. I've seen your own tragic end. And I've realized that I'm powerless to do anything. Humanity was powerless before the laws of this world. Using the time machine to change the world lines means breaking the rules of the universe. It's not the province of humanity. You could say it's the province of God. If we try, we'll suffer an even more horrible punishment. That's what I think.
Is that your answer, Uncle Okabe?
For now, if nothing else.
I see.
Feel free to tell me I'm just running away.
No, I won't do that.
Suzuha looked up at the ceiling and sighed. That must have been a habit she'd picked up lately.
And now, our next top story. The Ministry of Health announced that there have been no reported cases in Japan of the new form of encephalitis that is ravaging America. But this new virus has a long incubation period, and they cannot deny the possibility that it has already arrived in Japan.
Is this... Are they... Did this visual novel predict COVID?
The ministry has ordered all medical organizations in the country to draw up treatment plans and investigate the virus's spread. We're here with Haruyama Soko of Uchinomizu Medical University. So, Haruyama-san, what sort of symptoms does this new encephalitis cause?
The new virus does not spread easily, but it has a long incubation period and appears without warning. The main symptoms are hallucinations and memory problems. Oh god, sign me up.
So you're getting distracted by pussy again?
You could say that. For example, you think you are at work, and suddenly you find yourself at home. Or you have memories of meeting someone you've never met. There have been reports of that. Also, memories can be confused. You might have memories of events that never occurred. It's pretty normal, to be honest, but not for adults.
No, this is sounding like reading Steiner is more than just Okabe.
Joke's on you, I don't have a sense of the passage of time. You lose your ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality, or perhaps your sense of the passage of time. In some cases, your memories will no longer match those of the people around you. You could describe it as similar to deja vu, or even the feeling you get when you're only half awake, but the symptoms are far more pronounced than that.
What about the treatment methods?
I don't know if you could call this a virus. Like, if there's no illness besides absolute, memory fuckery.
Yeah, well, encephalitis is a brain infection.
No, okay. I do not know that. Unlike other forms of encephalitis, we know that with proper treatment, a full recovery is possible. So even if we do see some cases in Japan, it's not a matter for serious concern. I don't know. My whole life being different from everyone else around me would be extremely concerning.
Yeah, but they're trying to not cause a panic. So they're just saying, okay, it's okay, we've got this under control, we know what we're doing, so don't panic, we can look after it.
Yeah.
The reporter was still talking, but I couldn't hear what she was saying. The information I just heard was that shocking. A new kind of encephalitis? I knew the symptoms she was describing. Losing the ability to discriminate between dreams and reality? Losing your sense of the passage of time? Your memories no longer match those of the people around you? That was exactly the same as reading Steiner.
It's also a hell of a lot of mental illnesses.
But also, we saw reading Steiner, other characters developing reading Steiner as well.
Yeah. I just find it's one of those things, it's like I keep making this joke in Final Fantasy, that when Ophelia describes the echo, I'm like, yes, that is dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
We know it's not because it's based in a fantasy situation, but it's very funny to think about it from realistic terms.
Are you still avoiding us, Okabe? No. Seeing the future that we want to avoid makes me more sure that we should aim for Steins Gate. The future we desire is one where everybody lives. Though, perhaps we'll need the help from Apakamon. If you can hear this, Apakamon-san, perhaps you can do what's needed on your side as well. Show support for Okabe and his journey to Steins Gate.